Green Street Academy is a sustainable school. We're in the hoop house, and all the plants you see are the plants that we actually picked out. We have over here some teddy bear sunflowers, some purple and pink zinnias, some collard, and some kale. We like kale a lot because we grow it ourselves, and to see it start from a little tiny seed and then become such a big plant and then be able to eat it, it's pretty cool. A garden to me is somewhere where you start off learning to care for things besides yourself. It teaches you responsibility, and it shows you that hard work pays off, because as you watch it start from something so small and turn into something so big, you're like, I did this.
Some skills that I'm learning of working well with others, working well under pressure. My favorite part about the garden is working with the chickens. The most exciting thing that happened so far was today we had a market day where we harvested kale and collard greens and tomatoes, and we sold it to different customers. So we had the experience of feeling like working in a real business.
This program is creating an access point to fresh fruit and vegetables in an area that largely doesn't have that access. I think the most fun is taking kids who have never gardened in their life or farmed and seeing them go from being terrified of it and hating it to really loving it and getting their hands dirty and not being afraid of it at all. I think being able to work with animals and plants lets kids learn about sustainability in a hands-on way. These are some of the most important skills you can learn. In some ways, they're more important than anything that you could learn in any of your classes, because knowing how to be a responsible steward of the world is, really, in one way, what we're all here for.
I have 3 kids that went to our Green Street Academy. I was looking for something different, and then the things that they're teaching them as far as the environment connected with me. Academically, they're excelling, so I'm proud of my kids. They're learning how to be independent. Well, that way they can start their own businesses within the area that they live in.
There are 2 groups. One group will be focusing on a business plan for our fish farm, and the other group will focus on a marketing plan for GSA Farm. I am hoping that they leave with just a sense of taking pride in the work that they do. It's one thing to just have an idea and do a business plan and say, oh, it looks great on paper, but it's another thing to actually be able to do the work and see the fruits of your labor.
We were gathered in our tasting rooms, some of our chefs and the scholars and teachers from Green Street Academy, and they had brought the produce that they wanted us to consider buying. And on the table were these purple carrots, and you could see the light bulbs go off for the chefs when they're thinking, purple carrots, ravens, we feed the ravens every day. Well, we go out of our way to let people know where this food was grown and how it was grown and how it came to us. So the story of the food is as beautiful as the product itself. But to think that students in a school can learn how to make a business plan and carry through on the plan is quite impressive. And I think these will be the leaders in our business community if given the chance.
Best part of my summer was actually helping raise the fish. We're raising 300 tilapias. It's hard work. You can see I'm sweating and all the hard work that I put into this business and all. Different types of things you had to do is check the oxygen. You check the level, the pH, the ammonia, the clarifier, the waste bin. You had to clear that every day. Keep checking the levels every day. Yes, I think it is worth it because of the outcome that we're having. Like, the community is impacted by the type of business we are. Once fish, they get big enough, they have a big fish fry where the community members and families and students come out and eat.
So we're cooking tilapia from Green Street Academy. The kids at Green Street grew the tilapia in the basement of their school, and we're cooking it up for some delicious fish sandwiches today. It's awesome. It's a super great product. These are making some really phenomenal great fish sandwiches. I think people are loving it.
The fishes are excellent. You know, frying it, light breading onto a bun with a little homemade tartar sauce. It's a fantastic sandwich. I couldn't imagine anything better on a cool November day. We started talking to Green Street and was really impressed with the curriculum and the scholars' commitment to working on subjects that we were really concerned about as well. And when they asked us to jump in and participate a little bit, it was a no-brainer for us. And we're happy to do this. I hope we raise some money today that gets back into the school.
I think it's good to know that you make something and when you sell it, people actually enjoy it. It makes you feel good about yourself. You can actually come up to someone and say, hey, this is from Baltimore and it's great.
Before I came to Green Street, I had never sold anything and made money. In 10 years in the future, I think I'll be a business owner selling stuff because of the stuff I learned at Green Street.
You can just see and feel the difference in project-based learning. When somebody's talking at you versus you discovering for yourself, it's just a completely different experience. And Green Street is really taking that to a different level.
Actually serving food, holding farmers markets and things like that in front of the school, it really kind of links them to where they're from and gives them a place within the community, which I think is powerful.
The secret to it all is to inspire a love of learning. So our greenhouse and our tilapia farm are all about capturing their imagination to get them interested in learning and understanding how learning things like science and math can be really fun. Our kids feel a sense of ownership towards our school. They grew the fish, they grew the vegetables. That's what it's all about.